Hey everybody, this is Harry coming to you again from Live Oak in my poorly lit room. I'm gonna do a haul video. I'll try to do this quickly. The grandkids just got home and it's never quiet and they like lots of attention. And so, which is fine. That they're grandkids, the children, they need lots of attention. So, anyways, this quick haul video. Some of it's Christmas, some of the stuff I got before Christmas, and some of it is what I missed in the last haul video because I have movies scattered all over the place. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and I'll start off with a non-movie haul. Elton John's autobiography called Me. Got this for Christmas. My daughter, Vicky, got this for me. Looking forward to reading this. She got me the Phil Collins one a couple of years back, and I enjoyed reading that one. So looking forward to this, especially after watching Rocket Man. This one here looks like it should be interesting. It's read by Elton John. He was a big. I was a big fan of his when I was a kid growing up in New York. His music was on all the time, and Crocodile Rock was one of my favorite songs back then when I was a child. So going from one music thing book to a video, I'm going to start with the two criterions that I got. This one I got is called Monterey Pop. It came out in 1967. This is the 2-disc version. There's a 3-disc version that wasn't offered. I got this on the last day of the Barnes & Noble 50% sale. The 3-disc version has one called Shake, the complete Otis Redding show at Monterey Pop. He kind of stole the whole show, and that's the inside there, and the glare in the book, in the booklet there. Anyways, this was by D.A. Pennebaker, and he photographed this, documented this concert. It had Jimi Hendrix, The Who on it, the Association, Otis Redding, the Mamas and Papas, just a bunch of different people. Janis Joplin as well on here with Big Brother and the Holding Company from 1967. Monterey Pop, and that's spine number 168. The other one I got, I've been wanting for a while because I've been starting wanting to collect the films of Stanley Kubrick. I've seen a few of his films, and I have a couple already, like 2001: A Space Odyssey and Platoon, or no, Full Metal Jacket. I'm sorry, Full Metal Jacket, and Doctor Strangelove. I have those, and then I picked up two Stanley Kubrick films. But this one happens to be on the Criterion. This is a 1957 Kirk Douglas film, Paths of Glory, about World War I. I just watched this again the other day. I have it on MGM DVD and a set that I have. And the transfer here on Blu-ray is just amazing. And this is spine number 538. So I've been looking forward to getting this one here, Paths of Glory, the inside of it, 1957. The other Stanley Kubrick film I got this about 2-3 months ago, and then unfortunately I haven't watched it yet. I'm probably going to watch it tonight. Unfortunately, the actress, the young girl that played in this, Sue Lyon, passed away the other day, and this is Stanley Kubrick's film. For what year? 1960, I believe. 1961. Lolita. Ooh, glare. There you go. Sue Lyon on the cover. Sergeant James Mason. Shelley Winters and Peter Sellers. Love Peter Sellers. And that's the inside part of that. Lolita from 1961. This was streaming on Netflix, and I just caught a little bit of it. I didn't watch the whole thing, and I said, you know what, I need to have it, own it on my collection. because I want to have complete films of Stanley Kubrick. Christmas haul is my wife got me. I love Robin Williams. I always have since Mork and Mindy days. I actually remember him being on Happy Days as Mork at one time. And so she came across this set at Walmart in Lake City. It's called Robin Williams Comic Genius. And it's a 5 DVD collector set that has all the HBO stand-up specials that he had done over the years. And I'm talking like from the 1978 on up to his last one. Let's see here. Yeah, it has Robin Williams Off the Wall from 1978. An Evening with Robin Williams from 1983. Disc 3 has An Evening at the Met from 1986. Disc 4 has Robin Williams Live on Broadway from 2002. And Disc 5 has Robin Williams Weapons of Self-Destruction from 2009. And it's loaded with, each disc is loaded with bonus material with some other shows that he appeared on HBO and other shows. Snippets, of his routines. So this is a great buy. I looked this up on Amazon, not to see how much she paid for it, but to see the contents of it. And anyways, there's a 27 disc version of this. So just imagine, it's like over $100. So, but anyways, the Robin Williams Comic Genius, great set. I've watched 2 of the discs already. Very funny. It brought back a lot of memories. Also a Christmas haul. I'm a MCU fan more than I am a DC Universe, so it takes me a little while to buy some of these movies from the DC. So they went ahead and got me because I didn't have it. I seen it in the movie theater with my wife. Aquaman. This I guess was a Walmart Black Friday thing, and no booklet or anything, just 2 discs, 1 DVD, and 1 Blu-ray. Visually stunning. Kind of made me seasick, but anyways, at times my wife loved it because of Jason Momoa. It was okay. It was good. I'm glad they actually did something with Aquaman, and it wasn't too bad. Just emotionally, and it was always good to see Willem Dafoe in a movie. The other one is Jay's favorite movie, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, with Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt. God, that glare. Light. Sorry about that. Anyways, I actually prefer this back cover with the original poster art. Have yet to watch this. Me and the wife are going to try to watch this together and watch it on our TV. I like how the discs are set like film reels. And yeah, Jay loves this movie and the hype. And I have nearly all of Quentin's Tarantino's films except for Death Proof, which I need to add to his collection. I don't know why it keeps... Oh, look at that. There's part of wrapping paper still on there. I don't know why I haven't purchased it yet, but that'll be the next one. Because I eventually want to do a Quentin Tarantino film marathon. Not like watch all of his films in a row, not at one time or in one day, but over a course of a week or so, watch all his films from Pulp Fiction or Reservoir Dogs on up. So, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Now this next one here is my wife's. Like I said, I'm an MCU fan. Iron Man, stuff like that. The wife is into XMen. she has all the X-Men movies, and this is actually hers that she got for Christmas, not from me, but from my daughter. Dark Phoenix. Honestly, did not care for this one too much. It was okay, but it wasn't that great. I don't know. I don't know what to say. So that was Christmas haul. Yeah, that was my little Christmas haul there. And then today, this arrived. I get delivery from Amazon on Sundays sometimes. And I seen that this film being reviewed for the 4K version on Films at Home, I think is the name of the website, or the YouTuber Films at Home. He collects and promotes a lot of 4K releases. And I'm trying to get interested in some of them and picking up some here and there at reasonable prices, just in case I do eventually get a 4K TV and player, which will probably happen, but not right away. And his review of this, Scarface from 1983, I have not owned this in any form in my collection. Even though I love the movie, I had a burned copy of it. Somebody burned a copy of the DVD version of it for me. And this is the gold edition 4K release, and he spoke highly of it. It does come with a Blu-ray, so when I want to watch it, I'll watch the Blu-ray of it. And that's what some of them, like the last haul video I got, like John Wick 3 and Spider-Man Far From Home on 4K. It was actually, and it had come with a Blu-ray, but it was actually cheaper than the Blu-ray on the Black Friday sale. And that's the 4K disc right there. And the DVD. Oh, I shouldn't show that, right? And there's the Blu-ray for that. So this came today, on Sunday. Scarface from 1983. This came a few months ago. I saw this actually on Amazon Prime. Another one I started watching a few minutes of it and said, why don't I have this epic film on DVD or Blu-ray? It's a Big Country, and it came out in 1958, and it stars Gregory Peck, Gene Simmons, Carol Baker, Charlton Heston, and Burl Ives. William Wyler directed the film, and Burl Ives, unfortunately most people know him as being the snowman from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, but he was a singer, and he also acted, and he plays a badass in this film. Very good film. Charlton Heston doesn't have the lead in this film. Gregory Peck does. Charlton Heston kind of plays like a character actor in this film, but it's great. It's long, and it's 166 minutes long. Beautiful picture on Blu-ray. This is a Kino release, and yeah, the big picture. Picked it up for $7.99 on a Kino sale, which I actually paid more for shipping than I did for the bloody movie. Didn't know it at the time until I purchased it. This one here is from 1944, Lifeboat, Alfred Hitchcock classic. I finally got this one in the collection. Got this on Blu-ray from Kino as well. And it comes with the standard Kino disc. And then a reversible, as a Big Country, I just reverse it, but the reversible disc art, or not disc art, but artwork for the Blu-ray. So let's put that back in there. But I'm glad to have that one. It's a 20th Century Fox, and actually released it. It released film, but through Kino Lorba. So Alfred Hitchcock will help me build adding to that collection as well. Then let's drop one. And then I went ahead and purchased, because these were really reasonable on Amazon, my favorite John Candy film, Uncle Buck. This came out, 1989. Has Macaulay Culkin in it before he became Kevin um, in the Home Alone movies. Very funny film. John Hughes directed, I think. I know John Hughes written and directed it. Yeah. So Uncle Buck. Check that out if you haven't. Funny film. Then found this one for less than $5. My cousin Vinny saw this with my first wife, my late wife, Tracy, back in 1990 when it came out in the theaters. A very funny movie, still holds up today. Has Joe Pesci, Marissa Tomei, Fred Gwynne, Ralph Macchio in the film. And that was the main reason we seen the film. Went to the theater was because of my wife was a fan of Ralph Macchio at the time, and I knew Joe Pesci from a movie called uh, Easy Easy Money with Rodney Dangerfield. He was in that film in Raging Bull, and I never knew about Marissa Tomei at the time. My cousin Vinny, still funny to this day. Two Utes. What's two Utes? Still makes me laugh. Then I picked up also really reasonable. It was a 20th Century Fox. If you look on there, you can find some of these 20th Century Fox titles reasonable now because I guess Disney took over and they're trying to get rid of these. L.A. Confidential. I'd never seen this before, and this came out in the 90s. And it has Kevin Spacey, Russell Crowe, Guy Pearce, Kim Basinger, and Danny DeVito in the film. Very, very good modern film noir. Enjoyed it. And then the last haul video I showed Home Alone, and I didn't have Home Alone 2, so I picked that up there for $5.99 on Amazon. Home Alone 2, another 20th Century Fox thing, and then this and Home Alone are already streaming on Disney Plus, or have been. So comes with a DVD and the digital code. And then I picked this up. I liked Steve Martin, and in the 80s he had a film called he did with Daryl Hannah called Roxanne. I liked, and I picked this up. This is a Mill Creek release. Looks like a old VHS tape, the old VHS box with the tape hanging out. And I read on Bluray.com, and I was looking for this film, and I read the reviews of it, and the Columbia Pictures has a release of it, and Mill Creek had a release. It was licensed out to Mill Creek, and they said the Mill Creek picture quality on this Blu-ray was better than the home studio Columbia. So I picked up this Mill Creek video for $10 on Amazon. And if you're not familiar with it, it's a funny movie. It's based on the Cyrano de Bergerac story. He's a fire chief in a small town, and he's in love with this girl that's in love with another guy and another fireman. And anyways, it's a romantic comedy, and I found it fun and still enjoy it to this day. And I like the cool packaging. Then last but not least, because we're going on 19 minutes here, Will Rogers Collection Volume 2. I have had Volume 1, and Volume 1 went on sale. I guess I've had it for a couple of years. It was for $10, and I said, oh, I got to pick that up, because I was renting them off of Blockbuster when Blockbuster used to have online video rentals, DVD rentals. I was watching those films, and I bought the set because it was $9.99. This set was still going for about $30, and then I just happened to look, and this was on sale for $9.99 for 4 films, and so now I have volumes 1 and 2. Will Rogers, I remember doing when I was in elementary school in New York. I had to do a book report on him, and it was interesting to research and read about him and all that. And he died at the age of 55 in a plane crash while he posed while they were on tour in Alaska. And it comes with a little booklet. It's a 20th Century Fox, so that might be why the release. So maybe that's why the price is down on this. But it comes with a nice booklet. Tells you about the films they work in. I watched 3 of the films so far in the set. I haven't watched them all. There's Ambassador Bill with Greta Neeson, and directed by Sam Taylor. Will Rogers and David Harum. Funny movie. I never seen this one before, and I quite enjoyed it. David Harum with Louise Dresser, Evelyn Venable, Kent Taylor, George Irving, Noah Berry, Stephen Fetchit. Problem with these films, and I might discuss this in a video, is about these early films that I enjoy so much, is about the political incorrectness of these films, and this has something to do with that film too. The next one in the set was Will Rogers, Too Busy to Work. I watched this the other day, and this was Marion Dixon and Dick Powell, Frederick Burton, James and Robert. I'm sorry, not James, but Mike or Robert would probably know who Dick Powell is. He used to be a big-time actor in the 30s. He did song and dance, a lot of musicals, like Gold Diggers of Broadway, Gold Diggers in 1933, stuff like that, 42nd Street. But he's in this one here, Too Busy to Work, Will Rogers. And this is the one I haven't watched yet, Mr. Skitch, and directed by James Cruz. Stars Zazu Pitts, Rochelle Hudson, Florence Desmond, and Harry Green. So Mr. Skitch, looking forward to watching that one there. So that is my little haul for the last month or so. I hope everybody had a good Christmas. I'd like to see your haul videos for Christmas, or what you got in the past week. I appreciate your comments and views and thumbs up, and continue with them. And thank you for wasting 23 minutes of your life on the shitter watching my videos. Take care. Have a happy new year.